Johnny.
It's Johnny Cash. Hey, baby.
I'm just trying to fill everybody out, see how everything goes.
So you ready for it, man? I'm definitely ready, bro. This season 2 about to be crazy.
Girl, Terry J, y'all already know I'm coming with it, and I ain't keeping my mouth closed this season. I'm gonna tell y'all just like it is. Period.
How you doing today? I was in the area, so I looked up her name on the family tree. You familiar with Robinson Cuckoo?
It's Johnny.
It's Johnny Cash. Hey, baby.
I'm just trying to fill everybody out, see how everything goes.
So you ready for it, man? I'm definitely ready, bro. This season 2 about to be crazy.
Girl, Terry J, y'all already know I'm coming with it, and I ain't keeping my mouth closed this season. I'm gonna tell y'all just like it is. Period.
You see the drip, yeah, I fit it up. Hop in my car and I get it up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. See, I'm riding through the city with my woe. Yeah, we tuned in HotxMagOnlineRadio. Yeah, she put that work in there, you know it shows. So who's fucking with this online radio?
Hey, what's good, y'all? It's your girl, Terry J. with HotxMag Online Radio. Okay. Listen, you guys, y'all are tuned all the way in tonight, and I got a special guest coming up live. She go by the name of Pretti Panda. Y'all don't understand. I've been waiting for this day, okay? Because I used to see her perform all the time, y'all. So if you're tuning in and you're not in Pittsburgh, we're in Pittsburgh, PA. And I used to see her perform all the time. And I'm like, who is she? Like, she's super talented, super gorgeous. You know, I'm a girl's girl, y'all. So like, I always was like, she got the star look. And I remember there was a competition not long ago that she was part of. Not going into details, but that she was a part of. And she straight killed it as always. And I was like, listen, I'm going to get the courage to go to her this time. And I'm going to tell her we need to do an interview. So that's what I did. You know, waited a little bit throughout the event. I talked to her like, hey, girl, like, hit me up. Like, let's do an interview. Let's do this. So, you know, time went back. We're busy. She's busy. I'm busy. Blah, blah, blah. I seen her recently. You know, there was another event. Huge shout out to, you know, who you are. Huge shout out to you and your event and everybody that showed out. But I seen her there and I was super happy because I'm like, I know she's hitting the stage. She about to kill it again. So if she's in the building, I know there's talent in the building. So we end up talking. And then right after that, we linked. So I'm super, super excited for tonight's interview. But as y'all know, before we get into the interview, we get into the music video first. So I'm excited for this one as well. I believe this one's called Sink or Swim. This is by Pretti Panda. Also, you could check this out. It was on the flyer too. But you can also check out her other song, Do or Die, in rotation right now on HotxMagOnlineRadio. So make sure that y'all go ahead and show some love. When you see this music video, go ahead and subscribe on YouTube. Just type in Pretti Panda. She'll come right up. All her music and stuff. So let's get into that, and then we'll be right back, y'all.
All right, let me do a run through. Got me feeling like the Titanic. closing in. I can't explain the way I'm feeling. It's like I'm always getting tongue-tied. I'm on this journey and I'm healing. There's still some things that I don't get right, but I'm caught up in this lesson called life. Oh, I'm in life. Walls are closing in. Air is getting thin. I know I cannot swim, but I'm out here in the ocean. Do I sink or swim? Water steady rising, cut off at the rim. Fears have caused the flooding. You got me feeling like the Titanic. I'm losing air, but I don't panic. I see the light gleaming through the waves, but I'm so scared that I can't be saved. I've been the villain, so I know my fate, but I'm still hoping that some things can change. It's hope enough to bring me back afloat. Reach out your hands, send a rescue boat. Cinder blocks tied to my feet. Surface is so out of reach. I'm sinking back down to the deep. Maybe I'll finally get sleep, but I'm feeling so constricted. Say it takes time. Has my clock just reached its limit? Walls are closing in. Air is getting thin. I know I cannot swim, but I'm out here in the ocean. Do I sink or swim? Water steady rising, cut off at the rim. Tears have caused the flooding. Got me feeling like the Titanic. I'm losing air, but I don't panic. I see the light gleaming through the waves, but I'm so scared that I can't be saved. I've been the villain, so I know my fate, but I'm still hoping that some things can change. It's hope enough to bring me back afloat. Reach out your hands and a rescue boat. Walls are closing in. You got me feeling like the Titanic.
Yes, y'all. That was Pretti Panda. I told y'all she's super dope, and I'm super excited to actually bring her live right now, because when I heard that song, at first, when I heard the song, I was like, oh, that's a nice song. But when I really got to listen to the words and honestly the visual too, it has so much meaning, I feel like, behind that. It's kind of like you go through something so hard in life, like in my opinion, how I felt and what I got from was like, you go through something so hard in life where you don't know whether you're going to sink or swim. Like, y'all ever be in a situation like that where you just feel like you're going to sink or swim? But I want to know really what Panda was thinking when she did that. So with further ado, let's bring Miss Panda live. Hey, girl.
Hi,
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am good. Glad to have you on the show.
I'm excited to be here. Like I feel like a celebrity and I'm virtual. I still feel like a celebrity.
That's good. That's what we want you to feel like, because you are. Honestly, you really are.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Your talent speaks for itself. Honestly, like I tell people all the time, well, I try to tell myself too, the only difference between me and a celebrity is they got more money than me.
That part right
That's
there.
it. That is it.
Once the money start rolling in, y'all can't tell me nothing. I'm
Okay.
eating Chipotle every other week.
I'm with you on that. It might be every week for me. I don't know. Yes. So, welcome to the show. We just seen your music video called Sink or Swim. I love the song, I love the visual, but I was telling the people that I want to know more about the song. So, what was your idea or your thought process while creating that song?
Honestly, Sink or Swim is a very, very emotional and raw song for me. So at the time that I wrote it, me and my fiance were going through something heavy,
Mm,
and everything just built up within me, and it was like you just be looking for somebody to stay, and you be looking for people to love you the way that you love. And I was basically like not begging but calling out to him to like, listen, I feel like I'm drowning.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to reach out your hand and like and send a rescue boat for me. And it was just like so much raw feeling. And I know it's a familiar feeling to anybody, and it doesn't have to just like be in a relationship, because sometimes your sink or swim moment isn't a relationship. Like it could be life. And with me, it was my relationship on top of life. So it was just like, bro, like, damn. And I already can't swim. Like when I said that in a song, I cannot swim in real life. So like I'm out here in the ocean and I can't swim. Like I'm doomed from jump. Like
Literally send a rescue.
absolutely. So like that song, honestly, outside of the event that you saw me perform it live at, I've only performed it live one other time, and I cried. I cried both
Oh.
times. Like I held it together, but like both times, like I was emotional. Even when I was recording the song, I was in the booth like struggling to even get it out to record it.
Oh my goodness. Wow. And I can tell that because like I was telling them when I first heard the song, I'm like, there's so much emotion in this song. It's just like she was really going through something. So I'm glad that you definitely explained that. And I mean, honestly, that's rough. I don't know if you guys are tuned in and you ever went through, a rough patch in a relationship or just someone that you really cared about, but it does take a lot out of you. It's mentally like that's a lot. And I definitely agree with you. And even like you said, even if you didn't go through a relationship issue, but anything, that can relate to, sometimes you just feel like sinking or swimming. And honestly, I think that song is perfect for this year because I don't know about y'all, but 2025 is tripping already.
I be ready to exit. I like, dude. I want to exit stage left. I want to fly out the country, but the planes ain't even allowing that. So I'm like,
Right.
guess I got to stay here.
No, but for real, like it's terrible. And I just think like, oh my gosh, like what do we do? And to go back on what you said, I can't swim either. So y'all don't invite me to no pool party because I ain't going there to pool.
Unless I can stand up in a pool, I'm not coming. You will not catch me at a wave pool, at an
Mm-mm.
ocean, nada. Cause I love the water though, so it's crazy. And I'm an Aquarius, so it's like,
I would have never guessed that. I would
am
have
I less
gave you
psychotic?
no, yeah, you're definitely not psychotic like most Aquariuses. But I would have gave you maybe Cancer or Pisces, somewhere around there.
Ooh, wow.
Right. What? Oh my goodness. And I say that, you guys, because if you tune into the show, y'all already know how it is for me. Mm. I love Panda, which is shocking me right now. It's blowing my mind. I just forgot the question I was about to ask her because I am not a big Aquarius fan. But I do have a lot of Aquariuses in my life, which is crazy. Um, but your vibe definitely gives me different, but that's good. Now, speaking of that, because I'm sure, maybe it was different when you were growing up, before you even start singing or anything. So let's take it back for the people who are just now getting to know Pretty Panda.
Mhm.
So growing up, how was it for you? Did you have family or your mom and dad that were into music as well?
Um, in the weirdest way. Okay, so my mom is a black woman. I love her down. We love our black queens. My mom is a black woman.
Yeah.
She loves her some Reba McEntire. Okay. So I grew up with that. And then you got my daddy.
Mhm.
And that's where he's not so black.
Mhm.
But he grew up on like Scarface, 8 Ball and MJ. Like he grew up
Wow.
on those, like those hardcore down south rappers. And he's
Mhm.
from New Jersey, mind you. So I grew up in like that type of environment where like I was raised on like country, alternative, and hardcore rap and hip hop and rap battles. Like my dad would replay the Jay-Z Blueprint. Like that was that you could not touch that CD. You couldn't. And it never left the car radio. I hated every time I had to get in the car with this man. But growing up with so much music variety, it was just like it was a natural. Like music just always been my life.
That explains so much. And we'll get to that, you guys. But for me, that explains so much on why you are so diverse the way you are. music wise, you guys.
Absolutely.
So okay. So at what point in your life would you say that switch happened for you, where music became a love of your life?
I would say music became the love of my life when I was about, I want to say I was around like 8 years old. I got signed up for ballet.
Ooh,
And within taking ballet, I was taking interpretive dance, I was taking jazz, I was taking tap. Like I was doing gymnastics, ice skating, cheerleading all at that time. Like my parents wanted me busy.
right.
And I fell in love with just the rhythm of things because outside of listening to the music that I grew up listening to,
Mhm.
when you're doing interpretive dance, you hear a different type of rhythm, and there are so many instruments that go into that, and there are so many beats that you can tap into. So your body is like, "Ooh, do I want to go with this rhythm? Do I want to go with this drum beat?" Like there's so much. And then with ballet, I fell in love with classical music and strings and violins and that's where my
Mm.
appreciation for string instruments comes in because it's just like ballet was just it was so beautiful to me. And it was like ballet didn't just have to be towards classical. You can do some trap ballet and do ballet to a hood song in a minute because I do it all the time. So it's like I just from that moment it was just like I my everything was broadened when I got into dance and I'm seeing every avenue of music.
I love that. I love that. And a lot of people don't realize that, if you don't have, as I said, that, any diversity when it comes to music, it gets hard in certain aspects. And I say that because, for instance, I can't do ballet at all, you guys. I just ain't got the feet for it. I don't think I have the rhythm for it, but I can rap. You know what I mean? But one thing I cannot do is sing. My fiance always go, no, 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 no. Like, are you listening to the beat? And I'm like, I'm listening to it, but we're not hearing the same thing. And I found it interesting because a lot of people think, oh, you just saying it's easy. It's not easy. It's not easy. So, okay, so you did ballet, for instance. And like you said, listening to the strings and everything and the different instruments, would you say that that helped you when it came to you starting to sing and everything?
I would say yes because the string instruments gave me a different appreciation for the different sounds.
Mm,
Like now because I hear different string instruments, I know there's a voice for every string key. So not every voice is gonna sound high pitched like Mariah Carey, Ariana Grande. Some are gonna sound robust and hefty like Jennifer Hudson, or some of them are gonna sound a little bit raspy, like when you're playing the violin and you hit that chord at the right note, you're gonna sound like Jasmine Sullivan. Like so it definitely gave me like a different appreciation.
definitely. Wow. So because you mentioned some dope people, and I'm glad you put it in that aspect for not just for them, but for me too, because it makes a lot more sense when you say it that way. But out of those people or the people you didn't mention, who would you say your top three artists that you look up to would be?
Top three, Jasmine Sullivan for sure.
Ooh.
Sade,
Ooh.
and I'm gonna throw a male singer in there. I
Okay.
love The Weeknd down. I love him down.
I knew you were gonna say that. That is so funny. The Weeknd is very talented. I give him that. I give him
Mhm.
that. It took me a while to actually like get adapt to him though. I don't know what it was. Um, but he's so talented. And I was like, how dare I? I should have been caught on to him.
Yeah, like I found him when he was still underground. Shout out to my best friend Tasha. She put me onto him, and ever since then I was just like, ooh, like I'm singing about doing drugs that I have never touched in my life.
That is so funny. So the Weeknd, Sade, and what was the other one you said? Jasmine Sullivan?
Jasmine Sullivan. I
Jasmine.
love Jasmine Sullivan. Her range is incredible. The raspiness of her voice, how it just fills a room, and her vocal range is crazy,
It is.
insane.
Yeah. She did the Bust the Windows Out Your Car, that one, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. I used to love that song. Look at my crazy self, but I used to like that
yeah,
song.
like
It-
my favorite song of hers was Lions and Tigers and Bears. That was the first
Ooh.
song I discovered of hers, and I was like, I'm gonna learn how to sing this. I
Yeah.
can't sing it like she can, but Jesus Louises, that song right there.
Wow. And you know what? I'm glad that you said that though, because there are a lot of artists nowadays. I don't like saying singers or rappers, artists nowadays that do covers to songs. So for instance, her lines Tigers and Bears. Have you ever done a cover to that?
I've never done one like I did one in the school talent, or like there was a school show.
Hmm.
And this is back when like I'm still discovering like what avenue of music I want to dive into. Like do I just strictly want to be in band and just do dancing, or do I want to possibly pursue like being an artist? So this is back when I'm still trying to figure out myself. So like I did a cover in one of these. It was like a blast from the past play type vibe,
Ooh.
and I sang Etta James and that. And I sang I Would Rather Go Blind by Etta James. And Lord have mercy, practicing for that song for weeks tore my little behind up. I'm tell you that.
Oh
Like I
no.
just felt like I could not execute Etta James because she, as well, is an immaculate singer
Mhm.
with a crazy talent. So like I just felt like I couldn't deliver it like her. And at
Right.
that time I didn't know how to make something my own.
Ah, interesting. So what would you say it takes to make something your own? Because I found that interesting.
I feel like, and I might get some flack for this, but I feel like it takes personality. Like, not to be whatever, a lot of these artists sound the same. So
Mhm.
it's like you'll be listening to one song and be like, oh, that's that one artist. And they'll be like, no, that's this artist. And you'll be like, damn, everybody sound the same. Like, people are taking too much from each other's personalities that they're starting to lose their individuality and their personality
Yeah.
that makes their music different, which is why I pride myself on the type of person that I am. Because
Mhm.
you never, I'm a panda, bro. You never know which version of me you're gonna get. Like, you're either gonna get the goth version of me, the rocker, the all emo version of me that's been me ever since I was a child. You're gonna get the tomboy version of me that's been me since, because they thought they was having a boy, and turns out, surprise, I'm a girl. But all they had was boy clothes, so I was raised as a little boy. Or you gonna get the soft, sensitive, feminine R&B me that I'm just now discovering that I can be thanks to my fiance. Like, you never know what version of me that you're gonna get, but regardless, my personality stays the same because this is me. This is how
Right.
I've been shaped and molded into life. Like, I'm not
Mhm.
trying to be nobody else. I'm not trying to be like Sexy Red. I'm not trying to be like a ghetto club rapper. I'm trying to be Panda, and Panda suits everybody. Panda
Mhm.
makes music for everybody.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. I mean, and we'll get to it, y'all. But when I talk about, because I don't want to say too much early, but oh my God, when you did a song, I would say a song for now. It was like popish. And I was like, oh my goodness. Because y'all, I love my hip hop, I love my R&B, but there's something about pop. I've been a pop girl since Kids Bop. Like, I don't know if y'all remember Kids Bop, but since Kids Bop, Disney, all that. And I just used to love my pop songs. So when I heard, I would say, I mean, it might not be classified as popping, the real genre, but it sounded like pop that you performed. And I was like, oh, listen to her. And honestly, it might have been more rock, but you could tell me, but more
Rock.
rock, yeah.
Yep.
But I was just like, oh, I haven't heard that in a minute, especially in Pittsburgh. You know what I mean? And I loved it. And I was like, I need to work with her. Who is this? But I've always heard of Panda, Pretty Panda, and of course your fiance, VSOP. I've always heard of y'all name. And I was like, okay. So when I got to see y'all perform, it was crazy. Y'all have so much talent. It's crazy.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, like he honestly, he has helped me through my journey with discovering my singing voice, honestly, because like
Mhm.
when I first stepped on the scene, I was like, I'm gonna just be a rapper. Like I felt like something I could do. I could just rap. I could just like float through being a rapper. But he fell in love with my singing voice, and I was like, okay, let me try it. And
Yeah.
that's when I made a song called Pretty Lies, and then I made Do or Die.
Mhm.
And for like a year, anytime I performed Do or Die, like everybody went crazy. And I'm like, I'm starting to get tired of this song. Like I gotta do something else. And like I linked up with this one producer, and he sent me that rock beat, and I was like, let me show you what I could do on this. And I went in the booth, I ate that, and that became everybody's favorite. Like I'm just like, don't make me hate this one yet. I gotta drop a video for it.
Yes, I love that one. I don't know what it's just I loved it. It was amazing. Now, you mentioned that your fiance kind of was the one to shift you into the singing. So, how long have you guys, well, how long ago did you guys actually meet?
We met almost 3 years ago.
Wow, that's it?
Yeah.
Feels
Yeah.
like
Like,
longer. I don't know why.
it's just our vibe. Like we met almost 3 years ago and it was just instant. We were talking about animes that we like. And ever since then we was just locked in. Like we was falling asleep on FaceTime together. Like I couldn't like we were trying to keep it cool because neither one of us was looking for love at the moment, but it was just like I don't like you know how Earth's atmosphere just pulls you in. That's just what it felt like. And it was just like, all right, bro, I'm here. Like, it was just crazy.
Wow. So, I mean, how was that? Okay, y'all got together, because the Vab is lit. You could see the Vabs. If y'all ever seen them out, y'all see the Vabs. It's undeniable. Like for real, they're too cute. But I gotta ask you because how was it? Because a lot of people think, two people doing the same thing can be a good thing, but it can be a bad thing at the same time. So, how do you guys, manage with you doing your music career and him doing his music career without stepping on each other's toes?
Um, I think the biggest thing we do is support. So like anything he does, even if I'm out for an event for myself
Hmm.
and it's about me,
Hmm.
like if I see somebody there and they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm looking for beats," or you know anybody that makes beats, or I'm looking for a different type of sound, I got the perfect person for you. Like, and it's always like support no matter what. Like and it's reassurance as well because like with both of us being in the music industry we know that there's a lot that can go on, there's a lot that can go wrong, but as long as like we both communicate, give each other support, and it doesn't feel like a competition, like, oh no, I'm doing this so you can't do that. Like no, like babe,
Mhm.
we're in two different avenues right now. Like he's a hardcore rapper and I'm on my rock flow right now or my R&B flow right now. So like we still are able to support each other. It doesn't feel like a competition, honestly. It kind of feels like we're going up as a power couple. Like honestly, like that's how it feels. It doesn't
Like a
feel like
Lu
yeah, it doesn't feel weird at all.
so kinda like Lucius and Lion with Empire.
Yeah, like yeah, like it does. It does. It really does. Like it just feels without the toxicity though. Like
Yeah, without yeah. I was like, "Wait, maybe not them." That was, yeah, but I know I completely understand. Wow, that's crazy, but I agree, support. You know what I mean? It's not hard to support, especially if you have love for each other. That should be the easiest part is to support each other. You know what I
absolutely.
mean?
And sometimes it does take understanding, like because we do have kids. So it's like, if we know that we are going to be in a situation where both of us can't make it, or if I know that he's better suited for a situation than I would be because he's way well prepared,
Mhm.
I don't have a problem sitting back and letting him take the lead on that because it's a better fit for him. And I feel like that's the thing too, like with being there for your partner is, you know what, babe, you should take this one. I'm good. Like this is better
Yeah.
suited for you, and just being there to support them, honestly. Like sometimes that's what it needs.
I love that, and I did not know you guys had children. How old are your children?
So I have one from a previous relationship. He is 10. He's a Valentine's Day baby. And then
Oh,
we have our youngest. His name is Sonny. Yeah.
aw,
He's in preschool.
oh, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. I would have never guessed that. So is your children, well, I'll say at least the 10-year-old, is he into music as well?
Yes, but he's more so on like the instrument side. He cannot hold a tune for nothing. But my youngest, the baby,
Mhm.
he loves to play the piano with his dad. He loves singing the SpongeBob theme song. Like he loves singing, period. Like he loves music class at his preschool. Like he
Oh.
just and it's all cousin Mir. Like they sit downstairs and we have a electric guitar, an acoustic guitar, and a piano in our house. And
Oh.
they sit down there and play the piano together, and it's the most beautiful thing ever.
Wow, I love that. And I love how you guys, introduce them to those instruments so early.
Hmm.
Because I tell people kids are sponges, from little to I would say at least till a teenager, even though they still pick up on things, but at least from, little to a teenager. And they pick up on everything. And especially obviously you're talented, VSOP with Mir, right?
Yep,
Mir's talented. So of course the baby's gonna be talented.
absolutely.
Oh, that is so cute. So hey, you shout out the Cal. Hey Cal. Hey Pierre. Hey Retro. I see y'all here. Hey Diz. Hey J Dub. What's up? So let's go back a little bit more. So, okay, you and I'm gonna call him VSOP, it's just easier. You and VSOP got together, started your family, y'all been together for a while. Are you guys signed currently or do you do your own thing?
Honestly, we kind of like, of course, we rock with Heat. Heat in the City, shout out to him. But like, we're still independent artists.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I get that. So
Yeah,
yeah.
like we're not signed to any label. Like I would like to get signed. I feel like I have a lot to offer, like especially like from competitions that I've been in. Like
Yeah.
I am star quality. I'm versatile. I'm marketable.
For sure. For sure.
So it's just like I would like to be signed. Like I definitely have the potential to grow, and I have the fan base and following on social medias. So it's like that's not something that we're opposed to. We're definitely looking for that. We
Yeah.
just we definitely like are looking to get out of the city.
I'm
Like
glad you said
because
it.
I feel like we didn't, not to be whatever, but we didn't ran our course here, if that makes sense. Like it's
Mhm.
always love, but like we just want to see more. Like
Yeah.
we just that's it. Like
Yeah. And it's so crazy you said that because I didn't want to be the what they call here villain by saying it, but I totally agree with that statement. And I was just about to say that I feel like with the talent and the style and everything that y'all just have as artists, it will fit so much better outside of Pittsburgh. And not saying because Pittsburgh is necessarily not good for music, not saying that at all. But let's be real, you guys, even you tuning in, Pittsburgh has a certain genre they like to stay within. And if you're a little bit different, it may not fit in, when it should fit in because it's different. So, that's me saying it in a good way.
no, I definitely feel that, and I peeped that at I peeped that at the situation when everybody was like, you're bigger than this event anyway," and I was like, I'm an amateur, in case y'all don't know. I'm not a professional, but I appreciate y'all saying that. Like, but like,
Yeah.
it's like when so many people tell you, like, nah, you need to be here. Like, you need to get out the city. You need to see more. Like, you will really thrive in this environment or in this city or this city. It's just like, okay, now I'm starting to understand why I'll be competition for some things, but why I don't win, because
Mhm.
I'm different than what y'all are used to. And don't
Mhm.
nobody really like different, don't nobody really like change for real.
No.
And that's okay. But with coming to understand that, like you start to let shit roll off. Like it does start to feel like you being slighted because everybody will give you your props behind closed doors and be like, yeah, you should have won, or they'll be in your inbox giving you mad love. But when it's time for that to show that love, it just be like, nah, you a little too different, and I don't want everybody else to know that I'm into that different type of stuff. So I'm just you cool behind closed doors, but out here, yeah, that's the music that I'm rocking with. And it just be like, all right, cool. Like I've obviously like understanding that as much as I love like being out in the city, seeing my people, vibing with y'all, kicking it with y'all, I got to grow because this
Mhm.
shit really means a lot to me. So I got to get out there and I got to get it.
Yeah. Yeah. And honestly, I think when it comes to certain showcases like you were speaking of, um we don't say that, you guys, if you're tuning in, you probably don't know what we're talking about. I'm not going to again go into specifics, but that's not even to downplay anybody or anything. That is just literally saying that when it comes to certain people and their style and talents, there's certain places that are better for people. You know what I mean? Like some people might be better in Vegas or Cali or Atlanta, or Pittsburgh or so on and so on and so on. For instance, if you were a drill rapper, I would tell you the same thing. Pittsburgh's, I don't know, you might want to go to New York or Chicago, something like that.
Uh, UK even.
Yeah.
Do it over here. Like, don't
Yeah.
do it in Pittsburgh because they're gonna be like, get that. I've literally been at a show where Mir was performing and
Mhm.
he had like kind of like a Jersey, New York drill type, and he ate it down, by the way. But
Mhm.
he had something like that, and here go this hating ass dude in the crowd who was a next performer, mind you, and he was like, yeah. Get that New York shit out of here. We in Pittsburgh, da 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 da. And I'm just like, that was so hater of you. That was
Yeah.
just so distasteful. Like give
Yeah.
give give You ain't even have to do that because the song was great. A lot of people loved the song. They loved when Mir performed it. He stopped performing it. But a lot of people loved when he performed it, and you just got on a stage directly after him and was a hater. Like, I don't respect that. And that we experienced here. Like, we get so much love. I get love in Nashville. We get love in Detroit. I get love in Atlanta. And that's crazy because I just got a hookup in Atlanta thanks to my cousin who live in Cali. I'm starting to get love out of Cali. Like, I get love so many more places. My family is born and raised here, right in Belsuver.
Wow.
Herrick. I get more love. I'm from Nashville, Tennessee, though, so it is what it is. Like, I already knew me being an out-of-towner, it was going to be shaky. But I get more love in cities that I ain't even been to. I ain't even stepped foot in Cali. And I get more love there than places where y'all regularly see me perform and show out and perform with passion. You feel me?
Yeah.
And that should just be weird to me. Like,
Yeah.
not taking away from anybody else's talent because there's so many talented people here. But it just be weird to me. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm sure they can relate. I mean, you know, they might not always say it, but they do say it at times. They're just like, oh, Pittsburgh, they say crabs in a barrel. You know, they be like, Pittsburgh's so hating and Pittsburgh so this and that. And it's so sad because there's so much talent. And it's just like there's so many media outlets now compared to how it was a couple years ago. New artists, just so much stuff going on, new events. We're finally able to, as hip hop artists, able to go inside of more venues, which is great. But it's just like, what are we gonna do with more space and more venue if there's nobody coming to these venues because everything's so divided? It's terrible.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, oh my goodness. So, you know, clearly that didn't stop you. You know, you're still dropping music. You got your music video out for Sink or Swim. How about Do or Die? Are we expecting a music video for that one?
Do or Die actually dropped before Sink or Swim. There's a video to that. It's been out for I think a year.
Oh, why did I know that?
Yeah, and like, don't get me wrong, I love that video as well. I do. I love that song as well. It's just, I'm at a point now, it's like, okay, that was cute. Now I'm finna show y'all why Panda should be your new favorite artist. Like, I'm finna really start hitting y'all heavy. And it's like, I don't be trying to say too much because I'm not like a bragger or like a this is what I'm doing, da 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 da. And then I've noticed, like, not to be whatever, like, it just be uncanny timing when I be passionate about something and I want to share it to the world, and then it feel like all of a sudden people that have never touched the genre be stepping in the genre. And it's like, you've been doing this longer than I have and you're just now touching this genre.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm just gonna start dropping and letting y'all see it for yourselves. Like, I'm gonna stop being excited to share stuff with my fans, even though I want to share stuff with them and let them know like what I'm doing and stuff like that. But it'd be like I'm not even like a big headed person. But like I said, you've been doing this music shit for years. I come on the scene. I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm in that lane. I'm riding, and people is starting to catch on. And now all of a sudden, since when you start tap dancing over here, when you start dancing over here, that's crazy. But you know, to each their own. I feel like everybody should experiment. But like, you definitely start to catch on when people just be like, it's working for her, let me try it. I'm not that type of person. I'm not it's working for them, let me try it. Like, I'm my own person, always through and through. My music is my own music. Like, that's why when people say, oh, everybody takes from another artist,
like, who?
Where you get that from? Where did you get that from?
Right. And that's the problem, I feel like, here. And that's where we fail here in Pittsburgh. I feel like, you know, when one person, like you said, do something, they like it, then they want to try to do it. It's always let me do this first. Let me make this pop first. And they going to say it's me. And it's like, stop it. Like, I just feel like if people, let's say one person start doing something, you love it, support them, help them grow. You know, and then the next person who do something nice, do the same thing, support it, help them grow. We will get so much further if people did that.
And that's my thing. And I'm very much a girl's girl. I swear. I want to be a girl's girl. I'll say that because I love my women, especially my Black women. I'm all about Black love. I'm an advocate for it on my social media platforms. Like, I don't play about my Black people, let alone my Black women. And I want to be a girl's girl, but I'm not going to hold you. This city has introduced me to some of the most weirdo women I've ever met in my fucking life. And it'd be like, damn, like, I really wanted to fuck with you. Why you gotta be a weirdo? Like, I'm not no weirdo. I'm really like a sweetheart. And I feel like I don't have the ability to be a sweetheart here. I don't have the ability to like build genuine friendships because I always got to look out for the next bitch that's trying to snake me, steal something from me, sabotage me, is secretly in competition with me. And I'm very much supportive. Like, I support anybody that I fuck with, and sometimes I support people that I don't even fuck with just because I like what you're doing. Like, go ahead, you popping your shit, like, go off. Like I support you. Like, it's never no hate and no nothing, because I feel like there's enough of anything in this world for us to all win in our own specific way. But everybody just trying to kick the next bitch or stab the next bitch or just get in with you to see what you doing and then be like, oh yeah, this is what I'm doing. And it's just like, that's why you always see me with, I'm just with my circle. That's it. Like, I've been ran out. Like, I can't, because I want to be so supportive, because I genuinely love some people's music. I love some people's looks. I love some of these models out here that I feel like are super, super talented. But I've just been done weird entirely too many times for me to just keep extending an olive branch or want to keep being supportive. And then people don't support me. Like I said, like, if I were to show you my DMs, mad support. Them shares though. Them likes though. Like, that public love that I be showing everybody else. Like, why y'all don't want to support me out in public? What I did? What I did?
Right.
Like, and if it's because I'm competition, I promise you I'm not. I'm just here doing something that I love, which is making music and being funny for real. And just showing my creativity in different ways. I'm not competition. Like, because you don't know anybody else's battle for you to be calling them competition. Like, just wait. Just wait till I actually want to live life every day. Then call me competition. But right now I'm mentally unstable. Don't call me competition.
Yeah. No, and I understand. And honestly, I feel like after that competition, you know what competition I'm talking about, but it really hurt me seeing you after, because in my mind, again, I didn't know too much about you, but I was like, she's super talented. So in my head, I'm like, okay, well, how is she? Is she a little cocky? Is she cool? Is she, you know what I mean? I don't know. But seeing how that ended and how you felt, like I seen the feelings all in your face, and I was like, oh my God, like, she really cares about, like, no, like, this is not okay. Like, y'all, like, I'm worried. And that made me really just draw to you more, because I can relate to that. You know what I mean? And I feel like even with the radio now, it's like you said, your inbox flooded with so many people and their support. But when it comes to being loud about it, the way they're loud about other things, they're quiet. You know what I mean? It's just like, oh, okay, well, it is what it is.
Exactly.
But
I feel like with that situation, that was actually my second time doing that. That was my second time doing that event. And the same thing happened the first time. Afterwards, after I lost, people were flooding my inbox and saying, oh yeah, all the judges wanted you to win. So why didn't you talk to me?
Yikes.
That was the second time that happened to me. So it hurt more the second time, especially because I scored so high consistently. Not taken away from the woman who won. I felt like she was amazingly talented. She was beautiful, a wonderful spirit. But it's just like, are you serious? And then, yeah, afterwards, literally the day after, people from the show who were in the audience were finding me on social media to tell me, bro, I feel like they snaked you. Like, they were like, bro, I'm mad you lost. People who were a part of the show, yeah, you should have won. Even while we're leaving, like, I'm trying to smile through it, even though my feelings are hurt, because I still want to be supportive. My man just took home a win. You know, even though I'm here, even though I heard like, oh yeah, we couldn't let both y'all win because it would have looked rigged. Okay.
What?
Like, even though like I'm hearing so much stuff, I'm like, you know what? It's fine. At least one of us took home a win. I'm okay. And you know, this is her first event. Like, she might have more energy than me. It's cool. Like her songs were a bop. Like I was over in
Yeah.
the crowd, like turned to it, you feel me? So like, but it was just like I was trying to muscle through it, and it's just like, dang, that hurt for a second time for
Yeah.
that tapping 2 years in a row, mind you.
Mm. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. But to see you continue to keep going is what's inspiring, And I'll say it to me too, because like I said, I felt that and I was like, oh my God, like what would I have done? And I'm like, I probably would have just said, no, I'm good for a little bit. But you kept going, you kept performing, like it didn't stop you. And I love that for you.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I do feel like when it comes to many things, there's certain plans for everybody. I don't know if you're spiritual or not, but there's
Absolutely.
okay,
Heavy.
so God's plan. He has a plan for everybody. And I would say maybe that was his plan for her that day. But your plan was greater than that. Not saying that wasn't great, whoa, but just saying like your
Yeah,
plan was different. Just like that was great for her, you have something great for you.
absolutely.
And I feel like it's to come for everybody that's talented. And I feel like it was just dope too, because out of that, if you think about it, like you said, you had people in your DM. So that opened the exposure to more people just following you, listening to your music. And as you kept going, I mean, you've been doing it for a while, but at least for me, I prefer that than a win, because those are people who are going to stick there through the process versus a win. It's cool, yeah, congratulations. Da, da, da. And then after that, what's next? It could be something or it may not be something.
Facts.
But I'm glad to see you still going. Like I seen you perform the other day at the fashion show. I was super excited.
Thank you. Which surprisingly, won best female model. Didn't see that coming, but
Hey.
like, yeah, that was a thing too. Like, I don't know, like I feel like as long as I like stay pure with my intentions, and as long as I stay with my head on my shoulders and my head held high, like I can't fret about the little stuff. Like, yeah, it did bother me, especially when I thought about like the criteria, and I'm thinking like, okay, like if we're looking at the queen of something, like she got to be versatile, she got to be marketable, she got to perform with her heart. Like I'm thinking of things that if I were to go to interview for a record label, these are the things that they're going to look for, because these things can make them money.
Mhm,
That's what I went into that event with. And
mhm.
and then when I lost, I was like, damn, maybe I had the game fucked up. Maybe that's not what they were looking for. But again, I had to realize where I was. I had to realize where I was. And I was like, all right, brush dust off my shoulders. I was sad for a minute, because it don't feel good to lose, especially when you know you did your best. But then it was like, bro, I make great songs and people love my songs. People fuck with me
Candy.
on TikTok. I'm modeling now. Like I'm doing so much. And I know that with the fact that I am so marketable, my time will come. I just have to be patient. Like I got to continue to walk my road with my head held high no matter what. And I just got to keep
Yep.
being a supportive, loving person to whoever I come across.
Very true. Yep. Yep. And you mentioned something that's important, because as I mentioned, you performed at the fashion show, but not only did you perform, but like you said, you won best female model and you were featured actually in the magazine as well. So tell us a little bit more. Where does modeling career come from?
Honestly, it's all because of Corley, honestly. Shout out to Corley.
Shout out.
Me and Corley been working like on and off since I got up here and like started doing music. And then he was like, yeah, I'm looking, you want to model? And I was like, you know what? Let me give it a shot, because I've modeled for like small stuff here and there, like when I wanted to do my own individual like photo shoots for a concept or something, because I'm extremely creative. So I come up with a lot of crazy ideas. But when he hit me up and he was like, yeah, you want to model? I'm starting a modeling agency, like independent. And I'm like, you know what? I could rock with you. We could build this shit from the ground up. And it was just then, ever since then, me and him be rocking. Like, that's my dog for real. Like, that's he matched my work ethic. Like I'm always wanting to do something and he always wanting to do something. So it's just like we really, that's how that came about. Like I was never going to take it seriously, but I knew as an artist I need to have good looking photo shoots. Like just a
Mhm,
selfie every once in a while is not finna cut it. Like
mhm.
I knew I needed to have like actual photo shoots, people seeing me in different avenues for me to be also successful, because that comes with being marketable.
Right.
So it's just like I was like, boom, this is just more for my artist career. And that's how
Yes.
That turned in.
Yes, I loved it. I remember when he dropped the video promo of you and Tyla. I think I said her name right. But you and Tyla, and I said, yes. I said them two right there. That's it. He done did it. That's it. Like, and I was like, because both of you ladies are beautiful. So I was like, okay, you gotta have the look, of course, if you're modeling. But not only that, but y'all personalities are A1, in my opinion. I never had a bad encounter with y'all. Tyla is so sweet. I remember seeing her perform. And then you're so sweet. So I just feel like the overall package was definitely a great idea. And he was good at marketing that for sure.
No, for real. Like he definitely is a genius low key when it comes to that. Like he knows what he's doing in terms of that. Like it's gonna turn heads. It was definitely like an experience working with Taylor for real.
Taylor, that's how you say her name.
Yeah, when you said it, I was like, yeah, her name's Tyler. And then I spelt it out in my head. I was like, no, it's not. Like
sorry, girl.
It was definitely an experience with her. She's also a very, very talented singer.
Yes, she is. She's super talented. I love her one song. I forgot what it's called, but the guy on it sounds like he's Chris Brown. In my opinion, he sounds like he's Chris Brown. But that's a little stretch. Sorry, Chris. But he sound good on the track. You know what I mean? But you guys, I feel like you ladies need to do a song. That would be fire. Oh, look at me. I would love to hear that if it is to happen soon. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that would be discussed.
Yes, more to come, actually, you guys.
Absolutely. There's not saying too much because I just want to pop out and surprise y'all, but I've got some crazy things coming. Crazy songs, working on a rock EP, but I want it to be perfect. So I got some R&B songs that I plan on dropping in the meantime.
Okay.
Working on a video with Corley now. So I know it's just going to be great. I'm really putting in so much work this year. And even if I have to take little weekend trips to just be out of this damn city, I'm going to.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, you're working with some dope people. Your fiance seems to support you a lot. You got your kids that's always gonna rock with you, till the wheels fall off. Corley's dope people. I knew him from years as well. He's super dope, always showing love to people, him and Josh. So shout out to them. You know what I mean? Like you're surrounded around good people who actually care to make your stuff look good. And that's what matters. And then, people you might have mixed with before, same thing to everybody. But everybody is talented. See, that's an Aquarius right there. I knew I was gonna find it, y'all.
just a little bit. I will say, shout out to the people that I used to work with. Shout out to my team in Nashville, House of Juice. They got me started on. I remember we was recording in the living room, just in bare silence, and they recorded my first song called Diety Talk. My first rap song that I ever did. Shout out to them.
Yes.
I don't know no other team that I ever been with. It's just them and the one I'm with now.
Oh, shout out to Nashville. Panda. Well, forget that next question. So
no, what was the next question? I'm done. I promise. What was the next question?
I was basically just gonna ask, not long ago, I won't say names, but not long ago, you've done a song with another female artist. And I like the song. Y'all had on, I want to say one had on green, one had on pink. Am I wrong with the color? Okay.
Purple. I had on purple.
Purple, yes. I love that because I felt like that storyline, well, how it was put together was dope with the colors and everything. And I was going to ask you, how did you come up with that idea?
Honestly, we was brainstorming and she says something about the movie Belly. I've never seen it before, but she was supposed to be I think Keisha, and I was supposed to be the girl in pink, but I'm not a pink girly, or at the time I wasn't a pink girly. I was like, I could do purple. And that's how we came up with it. We did a lot of researching and stuff like that, and we were just like, you know what, this could really pop. We I will say that we put that shit together. We slid on the track. It's definitely a track. Everybody loves that track. Shout out to the track. It was a good song. It has some bars in there. Definitely slid. Definitely slid.
Yes, it was
That's
dope.
the
I
only
knew
reason
it
I
was.
didn't take the song down. That's the only reason I didn't take it down. It's because everybody loved that song. So I'm like, yeah.
Yes. No, you could choose to answer this or not. And we're not going to say names because we're just not. But with certain people that you don't talk to anymore, and that can mean in general, but um, do you care to share what may have happened? Because there was a time when that's all you seen for a while, and then it just poof went away.
Honestly, at first there was like no ill feeling of me.
Mhm,
I just wanted to pursue different avenues. And at the time, I was, like I said, I was going through stuff with my fiance and I chose to follow my heart.
mhm,
And that didn't sit well with them. But even still, it was no ill will. It was no like bad mouthing. It was none of that, honestly. It was still heavy love. Like I still would not let nobody disrespect them. None of that. Like, and
mm-mm.
I stand on that. Like,
Period.
I stood on that. Like, even though we not talking, I'm good. But like, we was still like, and it wasn't even like we weren't talking. We weren't talking for like a month, and then I was talking with one party of the
Mhm,
group,
mhm,
and we was cool. I wouldn't let nobody disrespect them. I wouldn't let nobody talk about them sideways. Like, you do not have that opportunity just because I do still love them and care about them.
right.
But then it got to a point of when the more that we're not hanging out
Mhm,
and the longer it progressed and the more I was keeping my silence of just like, I still love y'all. Like, if y'all got beef, I hope we could talk about it one day, but I still love y'all. Too many people were coming to me that fuck with them, telling
mhm,
me that unprovoked, they're talking about the situation and they're being like, oh yeah, well, they're saying that you stabbed them in the back and you was running back and telling this. And I'm like, that's not what happened at all. They had a
right.
public brawl on the internet and that man can see. Like, I actually was the one who was trying to keep the peace. I told people stop arguing with each other just because, like I said, no matter where I stand, I wasn't finna let the disrespect slide. You feel me?
Right.
And that's just who I am. Like, I'm very much a talker. I'm a communicator. I'm going to try and fix the problem.
Right.
But it's like when people keep coming to me and being like, "Damn, you wrong for what you did to them," and all I did was follow my heart
Mhm,
and follow my love,
mhm,
and I didn't trash talk you, badmouth you, none of that.
mhm,
But everybody's coming to me telling me, and they're people that I see y'all out with.
mhm,
Yeah, now you got to get blocked. Now we can't be friends. I don't have nothing to say to you. And even still to this day, like, people will be in my inbox screenshotting me what they think is a status about me or whatever, and I'll be like, "Yo, bro, I don't care. That's not my burden to bear because I don't have no heart. I don't have no hate here. Whatever. Like, if that's their story that they want to have, they can
mhm,
have it. Like, I can't harbor that with me. You feel me? So that's where it was kind of like the breaking point for me. Like, that's where the love, like, that's where it was just like, yeah, I can never fuck with y'all again because we've been rocking strong for 2 years, and I was ready to punch on dudes for bro, just because of
mhm,
how bad I messed with him. Like, anybody look at her weird, yo, what is your problem? Like, I'm ready to rumble before they even know what's going on, type stuff. So it's like,
mhm,
for for it to go the way that it went, and it's like, I know that y'all mess with these people and the situations that they're bringing up, even though that's not what happened, it's enough detail to know that it was talked about in some type of way. It's just like, you know what? I'm good. Because
mhm,
can't nobody go to them and be like, oh yeah, Panda said da, da, da. Panda don't talk to nobody.
mhm,
Like, you don't see me out with nobody. You don't see me hanging out with nobody unless I'm at an event, and I don't talk to nobody. So it's just like,
mhm.
after that realization and that stab in the heart, I was like, you know what? I'm good. I wish
Yeah.
y'all love. I wish y'all support. And like I said, at the time, I was still cool and talking to one part of the party. So it was just like, after finding that out, and then there was like a story going around that they tried to like collaborate to set me up. I was like, yeah, I'm good. Whether it's true or not, like, I'm like, I can't deal with that. Like, cause now I'm gonna be questioning everything moving forward. I can't deal with that. Like,
Mhm.
it's
Wow.
not worth it. So it's just like, sometimes you just gotta let go and let love.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I'm glad that you shared that because you have people that, like you said, that are obviously instigating in between. And then you have people like me who's just like, hey, what just happened? Like, and
Yeah,
that's
like it was sad. Like I'm not gonna hold you. It was sad to see the family like be torn apart the way that it did. Because
yeah.
even before I separated, I tried to keep the family together for them three.
Mhm.
Like even though I was hurting, I was like, bro, y'all are family. Like don't do this. Like even if I gotta suffer, like come on now, it's good. Y'all are just having a miscommunication. Like I've always been on heavy on communicating because we were family type shit.
Mhm.
And like coming from, I don't have family like that.
Mhm.
Like I'm not close with my family up here because I wasn't raised up here, and I'm not close with my dad's family because they're weirdos and they don't like my mom. So when I create a family, I try to hold on to that because I don't have my own family. So if we got to talk it out, I want to talk it out. I want to fix it because I'm choosing you to be my family.
Mhm.
Like, like I chose you. Like,
Yeah.
but it was just like sometimes like that don't mean nothing, and it was just like it's just like crazy. Like it, it was insane to like watch the family fall apart.
Yeah. Like I said, I never knew what happened, but I'm not the type of person that's going to inbox cuz I'm cool with her, I'm cool with her
Yeah,
too. Love her down, okay? So,
I,
and then I'm getting to know you and it's like I fucks with you. So it's just like, I never was the one to be like, "Hey y'all, what happened?" Like, you know what I mean?
yeah,
But
no, that's why I was like, bro, I just let it go. Like
yeah.
anybody inbox me something trying to get tea out, I would just leave that shit on red, or they would send me some screenshots. I would just leave that shit on scene. I'd probably block them, unfriend them. Like I can't tell you how many people I've unfriended because they was doing messy shit, like sending shit back and forth. And I was like, what are you getting out of this? Because I'm not asking for nothing. Like
Mhm.
9 times out of 10, and like you're my friend on Facebook, I be cracking jokes all day long.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, no. That's why I said it was like for me because I always see her grinding, always see you grinding. And at the time, it was like I seen both of you guys. Like I was saying, I don't know what the video's called. What's the video called we were talking about? It's like the belly
What?
type of. Yeah, that one. And I was like, yo, this is so creative. I love them. Like they're so talented. And it was just like after that, I kind of didn't see anything else. I think y'all did one on tour or something, or y'all went to somewhere. But other than that, I haven't seen anything. And I was just like, no, ladies, no. You know what I mean? And even till this day, regardless on this side, that side, whatever the case may be, I'm hoping one day maybe it could be a conversation. Maybe you guys can talk it out. At least just for closure. And understanding. And if not, I just wish you ladies, the best of luck on both ends. You know what I mean?
No, definitely, definitely. Like I said, it ain't never been no ill will, no nothing on my end. Like, all right, cool. However, like if something's weird, I'm gonna speak on how it's weird. Like facts. Like I said, like when I heard the whole like trying to set me up shit, been linking with the people that tried to set me up, I was like, that's weird. Definitely gonna call it out. But
Mhm.
like outside of that, it was never like no, oh I hate y'all, like I hope y'all rot. Like it was never none of that. Like what I'm gonna do that for? Like I said, you have me on social media. Like there are a bunch of people who have me on social media. It was never nothing like that. Like
Mhm.
it was
Yeah.
never nothing like that. Like it's always, I ain't never gonna take away from nobody's talent. Like if a conversation wanted to be had, motherfuckers would have had a conversation.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
I
Yeah.
feel like if people had something to say, if they had a chip on their shoulder, phone number is accessible, inbox is accessible, address is very much known.
Oh man, ladies. Like I said, I'm such a girl's girl, and that just hurts my heart because like I said, I seen y'all together for a while. But things happen.
It
Things
does.
happen all the time in the industry. But she's doing her thing, you're doing your thing.
Absolutely.
Um,
I ain't never knocking her. Like, do your thing, come out with your songs, pop it off. Congratulations. I love that for her.
so what's next for Panda coming up soon?
Um, like I said, just working on the music that I'm working on, you
Hmm.
know, obviously continuing to have people bothered. Um, But just working on what I'm working on, just trying to spread positivity the best way that I can and keeping weirdos the fuck away from me.
Ooh, okay.
You
So,
have the right idea.
listen, y'all, get y'all a Stanley. I like hers too because it was that little glittery, but this makes me want to drink water because if y'all don't know, I'm a big pop drinker, which I need to stop. Okay, I need to stop drinking pop and get get the body right. But this makes me want to drink water. So definitely get y'all a little cup of water no matter where you at. But we actually have another song by Panda that we're going to get into tonight before we go. It's called Material Girl. Are you ready for this one?
I am. Shout out to anybody who likes it. It's still unfinished, but that one's coming soon too.
Yes, let's get into it, y'all. Material Girl by Panda.
Oh man, hit your 40.
Yo, Trap, you a genius.
If you got it, I got it. I need it, I bought it. Don't put money on me, I'm not a deposit. I'll stay independent and walk through my closet. I got you, but times two, it won't break my wallet. Cause I got it, yes, I got it. I see it, I want it, I bought it. Cause I got it, yes, I got it. I got it. Don't need your diamonds, don't need your pearls. I got my own material girl. I can't be bad, but I am not free. Don't need no man, I can make it rain on me. Your money ain't exciting. You think that you can flex like I care about what you're driving, but I'd rather take the bus. You think that you can buy me, then you ran right out of luck. I'm dripping, I'm swimming, Fendi Prada, Big Ben, got Chanel. Can't you tell number 5? I need something different. If you want my love, don't throw money at me. It won't make me budge. You don't have to spend on me what you could do, I'll do for me. I'm expensive quality, got my own bread, don't need your cheese. If you got it, I got it, I need it, I bought it. Don't put money on me, I'm not a deposit. I'll stay independent and walk through my closet. I got you, but times two, it won't break my wallet. Cause I got it, yes, I got it. Cause I got it. What do you value more than cash, cash, cash? Throwing money at my problems, it won't last. I'm pushing forward, moving fast, fast, fast. In my 4 and do 100 on the dash. You don't have to spend on me what you could do, I'll do for me. I'm expensive quality, got my own bread, don't need your cheese. If you got it, I got it, I need it, I bought it. Don't put money on me, I'm not a deposit. I'll stay independent and walk through my closet. I got you, but times two, it won't break my wallet. Cause I got it, yes, I got it. I see it, I want it, I bought it. Cause I got it, yes, I got it. I got it.
Hey, I love that one. I like that one.
Thank you, thank you.
You're welcome. I like how, man, listen, talent. That's all I gotta say. Definitely talent.
So with that one, me and this really, really talented artist, her name is Wavy Nay, we was collaborating on that. It was supposed to be a feature.
Mhm.
Not really sure with that one, but we definitely was locked in for a period.
Oh yes, Wavy Nace. She's talented.
Absolutely.
Super young,
Absolutely.
super
She's
talented.
definitely, she's a heavy hitter. Facts.
Facts. Listen, I'd be like, ooh, I don't know if I want to go up on stage against her. No, I'm just gonna have. He shout out to Wavy Nay.
No, definitely.
Yes. So, what else is there to come? You mentioned you got some more music coming. You don't want to say too much because I know, you don't want to say too much. Plus, I'm like that. I don't want to give away too much either. You know what I mean? But how about shows? Do you have any shows coming up soon?
So hopefully we will be doing one in South Carolina. Like I said, I'm tapped in Atlanta, so hopefully there's a show coming there. and I'll be linking in California soon as
Oh,
well. So I'm very, very excited about those, especially because I've never been to Cali. I mainly want to go for the food, but I'm food driven, so I want to go for food. But
you're gonna love. If you're going to LA, I can't speak on the other parts of Cali. I never went, but when I went to LA, it's nothing but love. You're gonna love it.
where? Oh, and Vegas. We definitely got Vegas coming up.
Oh yeah, Vegas is dope. And it's so funny you said that because I was gonna say I can see you in Vegas with your music and you performing. I definitely saw that with the guitar because it's like the House of Rock and all that. I feel like, yeah, I can see you there.
Definitely.
Yes. So, let the people know where could they follow you on social media to keep up with everything you got going on and coming up.
So I'm on Instagram at PRETTII.PANDA. For TikTok, it is PRETTIPV as in Victor, NDV as in Victor.
Mm.
I don't really use my Twitter, so you just gonna find me on Instagram or TikTok. Really, like that's where I be mostly. I be living it up. Like
Yes.
I be expressing my personality. Like I said, I'm definitely an activist for Black women and Black people on my social media as well. So sometimes it does get a little political, but it's fun. We still crack jokes. We still have fun. We still support people. I repost a lot of people's stuff. I try to follow back as many people as I can,
Yes.
and grow and network, honestly. So
Yes. Now, before we do go and people go follow you and check out your music and keep streaming and everything, let the people know, do you have any special shout outs you want to give tonight?
of course, shout out to my fiance. Shout out to he. Shout out to Corley. Of course, shout out to you,
Ah,
you
shout out to
amazing
you.
woman. Shout out to Josh, of course. I said shout out to Wavy. She's dope as fuck.
Super dope.
Uh, shit. Shout out to my haters. Y'all keep me on edge. I'll tell you what. Shout out. But not all in all, like it's all love. It's all love. Like if it was real beef, it would have been something. So like, but people know who they can and can't play with. So it's all love. Regardless of what anybody want to say, it's all love. Like it just is.
Yes.
I wish everybody the best. Life is full of lessons, and sometimes you got to learn them lessons. Like no matter how hard it might be, no matter what the pill is to swallow, learn them lessons. Love who you love, and move on from it. But as long as you operate with love in your heart and pure intentions, and just following what you think is best for yourself, like it'll work out every fucking time. So, and
Yes.
that just is what it is. Like
Yes, definitely. Listen, shout out to you. Shout out to your family, your children, VSOP. Shout out to him. Hopefully we get him on the show real soon.
I definitely coming. That's definitely coming.
Yes.
I
Shout out
ain't
to
gonna hold you. You try to ask him them questions, and he's gonna be like, he's
it's
gonna be
so
a quick shutdown.
and it's so funny because I pick and choose. You know what I mean? Like I choose because I don't want that to happen when I ask the questions because I really genuinely just wanted to know, because it was part of your music at one point. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
definitely.
And
It was a big part of my music. It was a big part of my growth. And like I said, like if your heart don't align with other people, like it'll be whatever. I know nothing. I play all day. Tic tac toe on your front door. What is that?
oh,
But like it's just it'll like I don't know. It
yeah,
definitely was. It shaped me in a lot of ways. I learned some things. I learned some tough lessons. I learned some things that I needed to learn. Like, and that's okay. Like
yeah.
every step
AJ is
in
right.
life cannot, like some people can't go with you on every step in life.
Yeah. Um, but the good thing is along the road is when you keep going. You know what I mean? Like you can't stop. You got to keep pushing, reach for the stars, the moon, and all of
Absolutely.
that.
Absolutely. And I ain't never trying to like knock nobody's success. So like if that's the story, everybody is entitled to. I'm a villain in somebody's story where I didn't make them, but I'm only the villain because I refuse to be their victim.
Mhm.
If y'all did not catch it, I'm the villain because I refuse to be the victim. Um, but I don't go around painting nobody as the victim, as the villain. So it's just like whatever. Like I understand that sometimes you just gotta go separate ways, and that just is what it is. Like,
Yeah. And like I said, I wish you the best of luck. Hopefully it won't be the last time, that will be working.
oh no, we definitely gotta lock in more. We gotta lock in more. Like, what do I
Yeah.
need? A guest appearance on your show? Like, what do I gotta do?
Yes, we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk because there's so much going on in the magazine. I have my magazine I've been doing since 2017. So
I
so
didn't
much
know
more. Yep. It's called HotxX Magazine.
that. Okay.
Yeah, so I'll see the link for that. We're like about to be on issue 32 and 33. So we're moving. Yes, but hopefully collaborations real soon. Shout out to everybody that tuned in tonight. I appreciate and love all of you guys.
I love everybody. Thank y'all for tuning in. Like, them views matter. Thank y'all so much.
They do. Thank you so much. And thank you if you are going to catch this later as well. Please do me a favor, share this, positive vibes, and let's keep grinding, you guys. And that is it for tonight.
Thank you so much, my love.
You're very welcome. We out of here, you guys. Peace.